like it may be. Everything I try to do seems to go wrong. It seems I have done something wrong, but I try to keep it down. God bless no man curse. Thank God I'm not the worst. Better must come one day. Better must come. They can come for me. Better must come, yeah. I've been trying a long, long time, but I'm not ready. Don't want to give me an evidence. They always trying to keep me down. Oh, God bless, no one curse. Thank God I'm not the worst. Oh, my people get to see. They try to make advantage of me. Better must come. Better must come, yeah. Better must come one day.
Better must come.
I've been trying a long, long time to sleep like it may be.
Good afternoon, world. Good afternoon. Jeanette Edmead here, the heart and soul behind High Priestess Gran Canaria. And welcome to our free taster session this afternoon. It's still a bit of a tongue twister for me. I hope that you're doing really well, regardless of the situation that you find yourself in, regardless of where you are geographically in the world. But I hope that you're in good spirits. So today I will be delivering a taster yoga session, and today I feel like music. I feel like liveling up myself. So in turn, I feel like liveling up you guys as well. So we'll be moving our body to a little bit of music as well. And then we'll be joined by Ariel, our clinical therapist, who's already online, ready and waiting. And she'll be delivering her mental health taster session. Getting a bit better with the R's and the S's together. So without further ado, I think I'm going to get my behind up off this chair and start to warm up our bodies. So enjoy. Don't do anything that your body's telling you not to do. Don't push your body beyond any limits. If you're wearing any jewellery, it's advisable to take it off in yogic terms, because jewellery, metals, etc., attracts energy, and we don't want the energy to go in the direction opposite to what we're working on. So take off any metals that you're wearing, any jewellery, items of jewellery, any watches, etc., and make sure that you're wearing soft, comfortable clothes. Lycra does the trick, and I'm going to be practicing on my yoga mat. You don't need a yoga mat necessarily, but it's good if you're interested in yoga, having your own yoga mat. And then we'll do a little bit of a cool down, and then I'll pass you on to the lovely Ariel. So that's it from me. Let me get my behind up off this chair and let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to use the wall. If you've got a wall close by, let's use it, it's a great form of support. Let's just stand close to our wall, stand with our toes together. I'm not sure if you can see my toes from there, but my toes are together like this. My toes are spread out and my big toes are together. My feet are together, if that's at all possible for you. If not, then you can leave a little bit of a gap between the heels. That's perfectly fine. Let's just inhale, close the eyes. Inhale, raise the arms, put the arms above the head, raise the arms to the sky. Hold that breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Open the eyes. Let's do that again. Inhale, raise the arms above the shoulders. 8, 7, 6. Shake those fingers, shake those hands, shake those palms. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Release. Let's go to our head. And so let's take my right arm, which will be your left, So take your left arm, put it on your left ear, and let's bring the ear and the head down to the shoulder. So that's my right shoulder, your left. Let's move it back in a circular motion. Oh, you might hear all those Rice Krispies popping. I definitely can. Move it forward. Keeping the feet grounded, connected to the floor. Rolling gently, softly, respectfully, mindfully. I'm just on the second one now, halfway through the second one. And here we go. Third time a charm. How are those Rice Krispies doing? So, relax. Release your left arm, my right. And now I'm going for my left, which will be your right. And exactly the same thing. We can keep the eyes open or close them. Go backwards. Circular motion. That's one. Gently, softly, you'll find that there might be more tension on one side than there is on the other. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. That's two. And there's three. Good. Widen the legs, point the toes inwards. Inhale, my right, your left. Inhale, bringing the arm above the head. If you can, rotating the head. Your drishti, your gaze point to your hand, if you can. If you can't, then towards the front, that's fine. Exhale, release. Inhale, opposite arm. If you can again, turning your head, your drishti, your gaze point to your hand. If you can't, then keep it to the front, no overstretching where the body doesn't want to go, we're just warming it up. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale both arms. Exhale, release. Inhale both arms. Exhale, release. Let's go to our shoulders. Rotate the shoulders if you can. Small circular motion at first, just gently warming up the shoulders. And then wider circles. Wider again. And then forwards. Small again to start off with. Small circular motion. Wider. Circles, bigger, circular movement. Oh, that should feel good. Shake out the shoulders, shake out the hands, shake out the wrists. You shooting stars. Okay, feet are still in the same place. They're connected to the mat, toes are spread out, toes are pointing inwards. And we're just going to gently move the body to my right, your left. Gently inhale, exhale if you can. My left, your right. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay. Let's bring our hands to the back, the lower part of our back if we can. So the intention here, we can either do hands, we can do fists, but we want the hands pointing downwards. And the intention here is to bring the elbows close together. As close together as we possibly can do. So as close together as we can do. Inhale. Exhale. Just bend slightly, ever so slightly. Keeping the hands in place if we can. Inhale up. If we want to do this to clasp the elbows, then we can. If we want to do reverse prayer, then we can. Choice is yours. But all the time we're wanting the elbows to come down, come closer together, and we want the shoulders relaxed. So let's try reverse prayer. Inhale. Exhale. A little bit more of the bend. Back straight if we can, legs straight if we can. Inhale, release. Excellent. Shake out those legs, shake out those arms. So, let's bring up my left, which will be your right. Let's bring it up. I'm going to use the wall to support me. Bring up my left, your right. 3, 2, 1, and release. 3, 2, 1, and release. 3, 2, 1. My right, your left. If you need the wall, do so. If you don't, then go for it. 3, 2, 1, release. Shoulders down, no tension. 3, 2, 1, release. 3, 2, 1, release. Shake out those legs. How are we feeling? How are we feeling? Let's do a little bit more bending just to wake up the spine and the legs. So again, either reverse prayer in the back, clasping the elbows, palms together, choice is yours. We're going to, so just watch first, we're going to inhale with your hands in whichever position is right for you, and we're going to exhale, bending from the waist, legs straight if we can, back straight, so just watch first. Inhale, exhale, if we can, dropping the hands down to the ground, if not, then it's fine. Inhale, coming back up. So, my back should have been straight, my legs should have been straight. If you need to bend your knees, then that's fine, do so. So, let's go again with my hands in reverse prayer. You choose the hand position that's right for you. Your feet are slightly turned in, hips are turned in slightly, toes are spread apart but connected to the ground. Inhale, slight bend in the back, but not too much. Exhale, bend those knees if you need to. Exhale, drop those arms down to the ground if you can, or rest them on your legs if you need to. Just hold it. Just feel that spine stretch out, should feel lovely. Inhale, exhale, release. So, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? You feeling a bit warmer? You feeling like you're ready to move your body? Let's get some music going. Let's get some music flowing. So, do whatever your body feels like it wants to do. Move your body however you want to. Just enjoy the music. Just enjoy the energy flowing, the chi flowing through your body. Just keep the body moving. And here we go. Here we go. Just do whatever your body feels like doing. It doesn't want to play that one. Here we go. Do whatever your body wants to. feeling? A bit warmer? So let's just come back to our mats. Bring the energy down a moment. Body should be a bit warmer. Let's now move into some of the triangle positions. Hopefully you can see. Yeah, good. You can see my feet from there. So, triangle. Feet are about 1 metre distance apart. Hips are square on. Hands are on the hips if you can. Toes are pointing forward. Legs are straight. If you need to bend the legs, do so, but try to keep the back straight. Inhale, opening up the throat chakra, the heart chakra, the forehead chakra, crown chakra. Exhale, bending from the waist. Put your hands where you want to. Breathing through the nose if you can. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release. Now we're going to do that with the opposite foot to the front. Hopefully this is the case. So again, if you want your hands in reverse prayer, want them in front of you. If you want them clasped, if you want to hold your elbows, choice is yours. Hopefully I'm doing this with the opposite legs. So, toes are pointing forwards in a line. Hips are in line with the toes, in line with the ankles, in line with the feet. Hands in the position that's right for you. Inhale, opening up the chest, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra, crown chakra. Going down, wherever you can, wherever your point is. Inhale, coming up, keeping those legs straight if you can. Relax, shake it out. Widen out those feet again, about 1 metre, 1.5 metre distance if you can. So think about a line going from the inside of my ankle and your foot rather, going to the inside of your other foot. Toes are pointing inward slightly, which helps the hips to point inward slightly. Keep the hands on the waist. Again, working on our chakras, open up the heart, throat, third eye, crown. Inhale, keeping the back straight. Going down, can you drop your hands to the floor? And let's just stop there. Come up on the fingertips. Can you do that? And then going flat down on the ground, hands over, the arms over the hands, over the ankle, over the wrist, fingers spread out. Again, coming up on the fingertips, keeping those legs straight if we can. Now, let's drop my left, which will be your right, and let's try to open up a little bit. So taking my right, which will be your left, rotating if we can, opening it up. If you can rotate the head to look at the thumb, then do so. If not, then just look to the front. Exhale, drop that hand down, which will be your left, my right, and let's just change that over. So, elbow over the wrist, all stacked in line with each other to keep that support in place. Fingers spread out. Inhale, my left, your right. If you can, turn the head, looking towards the hand that's up in the air. Exhale, release. Just shake those legs a bit. And let's just stay there. Use the wall for support. Should feel good. Stretching out that lower back. All the time that we spent sat down during COVID. This should feel quite good. Let's come up again on our fingertips. And you can either walk, jump or hop. Centre, bringing your legs in, curling your back up as you come back up. And let's just shake out those legs. That should feel good. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Just keep an eye on the time. So let's just do a half wheel and then we'll bring it back down. So let me move this over a little bit. Half wheel, half moon. I'm going to use the wall. Take my right foot, which should be your left. My toes are facing the wall in this direction. My right hip, which will be your left, facing the wall. Going to use the wall to help me support up on my right foot, which will be your left. Raising the left. Opening up my left leg, which will be your right. Can you open up? Can you use the wall for support? If you can rotate the head, then do so. If you can't, then just look to the front. Half moon. Bending that knee, coming down gently. Inhale, coming up, coming out of it. And we're going to do the exact same thing with the opposite leg. So my left leg, your right. Left arm to the wall if needs be. Inhale. Exhale. I need to move forward a bit more. My legs are quite long. Exhale. Dropping the shoulders, dropping the ears. Can you look to the hand? How does that feel? Let's just walk that out, shake that out. Let's just turn to the side again. You don't have to turn to the side, it's just that you can see what I'm doing. Hands are on the lower back, which you might feel a bit of a pinch. You may do, you may not do. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, let's bend, drop it down. Bending the knees, just to cool the body back down. If you can, drop the hands to the floor. If not, then on the legs or on the feet, wherever, but not on the knees. Just releasing out that back. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, release. Okay. Let's do a bit of an unorthodox Shavasana, standing up. So go into your wall, spread your legs apart, using the wall to support you. Shavasana is said to be the most important asana in any yoga class to bring the body back down, to connect the body with the earth, connect all the points. So you can do this on the floor, I'm doing it standing up, it's exactly the same thing. No feet touching, no legs touching, no hands touching the body. Opening the throat. You can do this lying down on your mat. Dead man's pose, corpse pose, Shavasana. You choose to turn, it's all the same thing. Close the eyes. Bring the breath back down. Feel the sensations going on in your body. Relax. 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 So I'm just going to bring you to a heart meditation and then move you on to aerial. So thinking about where your heart is, imagine that your heart is green in colour. Imagine that there's a bright light shining from your heart. The heart chakra is important for feeling connected to the universe, feeling connected to people around us, feeling loved, feeling understood. The brighter we can make that heart chakra, the more we feel connected to the people in our lives, the people around us, the universe, the more we feel understood. Just focus on that green light getting brighter as we relax in Shavasana, in dead man's pose or dead woman's pose. And just let the body come back to a moment of stillness. And open the eyes gently. In a normal class, we would spend a minimum of 1 minute to 5 minutes in Shavasana. So just gently move out the body. Just very, very gently. We're doing this lying down, I'm doing it standing up. Just feel the sensations of what's going on in your body. Can you hear the Rice Krispies? That's the taster session from High Priestess Gran Canaria with Jeanette. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you feel a bit better having moved your body and danced a little bit. And let's get to the next part of today's taster session from me, Jeanette Edmeade. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Namaste. Hi, Ariel.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I'm feeling much better now after having moved my body a bit today.
Good. I love it.
Okay, so Ariel, would you like to introduce yourself? Would you like to tell people a little bit about yourself and what you're going to be doing today?
Yeah, definitely. Well, first I wanted to thank you for that little taster session. It was really great getting up and moving, and the dancing part I think was my favorite.
Bit of soca on Sunday, of course.
Love it.
Thank you.
Well, I am Ariel. I'm here to give you guys a little bit about me and a little taster before our sessions this upcoming year. So I'm a clinical therapist, and I really focus on the holistic therapeutic practices. So I am in the midst of getting my yoga medics training, which is basically a combination of yoga and therapy. So it's kind of cool. It's really perfect with everything that I do. One of the things that I'm really big on is mindfulness. And so that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to end up doing a taster body scan session. And I think that's kind of perfect because Jeanette left us in a very calm state. So if you guys are in the same position, or if you want to get into a seated yoga pose on your yoga mat, you can lie down in Shavasana. You can do butterfly, whatever is comfortable for you is perfect. So if you guys want to take a second to get ready, I will get started.
Can I stay in the chair seated, or would it be better for me to lie down? What would
So it's really up to what you want, whatever feels good to you. So if it's more comfortable to be in a chair, go for it. There's a couple of different props that you can use if you want to sit in a seated position, and maybe prop like a folded blanket or a block maybe underneath you. That feels really good because that allows your hips to be higher and elevated above your knees, which is a really, really great position. You can lie down on the ground. You can do lotus pose, you can do half lotus pose. It's really up to you. Whatever your body's feeling in this moment is right. Okay? All right. Okay, so I want everyone to get into their relaxed position. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. If not, then just find a spot above, somewhere where you can just kind of gaze and leave your eyes sitting there for the remainder of this session. So I want you to take a couple of minutes to allow your body to settle into a comfortable pose. And today we will begin our body scan. And so we're all going to collectively take a deep breath in, really feeling our diaphragms expand. So you might feel an expansion in your rib cage. And on your exhale, you're just going to let it all go until you feel a tightening in your lower abdomen. And bringing your attention to your body, I want you to notice the feeling of the weight of your body on the chair or the floor or the block beneath you. Wherever you are, just notice how you are in this position. And as you breathe, which is such a normal and it's an activity that we do every single day, I want you to just pay attention to your breathing patterns and thank your body for knowing exactly how much you need to take in on an inhalation and exhale on an exhalation. Allowing the air to simply enter your lungs. And notice what sensations you are aware of. What is your body feeling in this moment? And as you exhale, bring your awareness to the stillness and notice the sense of relaxing even more deeply. Now bring your attention to the top of your head, noticing any sensation that you may feel in the scalp and down the back of your head, to the sides, to your face. Now notice your jaw. Are you holding any tension there? That's one of the most common areas that we like to hold tension. And if you notice that you are, simply let your face be soft, relaxing your tongue and your mouth, really just being in this present moment. Relaxing the muscles around your eyes and your mouth. Breathing in and breathing out. Now notice your neck and your throat. And let them be soft. Notice your shoulders, your arms, and feel any sensations that you allow your tension to move from your shoulders down to your upper arms, your elbow, to your forearms, your wrists, hands, and fingers. Simply just notice any sensations in any of these body parts. Can you feel any tightness? Or maybe a temperature sensation? Whatever your body is feeling, allow it to do so in this moment. Notice what the fabric of your clothing feels like against your skin. Really taking it in. Continuing to breathe in and to breathe out. Now bring your attention to your chest area. Your chest, your abdomen, feeling the movement and the sensations as you breathe in and out, naturally. Not trying to change your breath in any way, just simply being. Now let's take a moment to notice the sensations in our stomach area. Is it tense or tight? If it is, or even if it's not, focus on letting it be soft and relaxing into its natural state. Noticing your upper back and your lower back. Are you holding any tension there? And if you are, also letting that just release. Now continue traveling down into your legs, your thighs, your knees, your calves, and shin. Bringing your attention to your ankles, and finally bringing your attention to your feet. Noticing any sensations of your feet. Maybe noticing the placement. Are they touching your skin? Are they lying on the floor? Are they heel down on the floor? Feeling any energy present in your feet. As you continue breathing in and out, I want you to notice your whole body from the top of your head all the way down to your feet and your toes. And staying with the sense of the whole body for a few more breaths. Continuing to bring awareness and a gentle curiosity to any physical sensations in any part of your body. As you breathe in, maybe focus and shift to another part of your body. And if your mind tends to wander during this exercise, that's okay. The art of meditation is simply recognizing, being mindful of the fact that your mind is in another place, and gently bringing it back to what you should be doing. So as you continue to be aware of any tension, or maybe just any other sensation in any particular of your body, simply breathe into that area and use the out breath to gently release any negative sensation that you no longer want. And continue scanning your body, paying gentle attention to any special areas. Now, as the body scan comes to an end, I simply want you to start to bring your body back to the present place. Maybe noticing what room you're in, what time of day it might be for you in whatever part of the world you're in. Simply noticing that any sounds around you. Can you hear anything outside? Maybe in the room next door to you? Any sensations that you feel. So maybe you put a blanket or a block beneath your bottom, noticing how that feels. Maybe any sensations that are directly underneath your fingertips. Maybe at that moment you want to wiggle your fingers, maybe wiggle your toes, kind of get them a little bit more awake. Might want to do some shoulder rolls or some neck rolls. Moving your neck back and forth, side to side. Whatever is right for your body in this moment is correct. There's no right or wrong way to feel. I want us to take a couple of deep grounding breaths in this position. So really using your diaphragm and allowing those lungs to expand, filling with air, and completely releasing, feeling a lower abdomen pull, a tightening in that lower ab area. And take 3 deep grounding breaths just like this on your own, however it feels right. On that 3rd exhalation, I want you to simply open your eyes and notice something in the room that you've never noticed before. Gently bringing yourself back into the awareness of the present moment. All right, guys, that's my taster session. I highly encourage you to kind of sit in this feeling for a couple more minutes and really just pay attention to what your body said during that exercise. Our body has such an interesting way of speaking to us and letting us know what's good for us, what's maybe not good for us. Sometimes we hold tension in areas that we're not even aware of until we do an exercise like this. So highly encourage you to just kind of sit and feel what your body feels.
Thank you very much,
Of course.
Ariel. I've been calling you Ariel from a British perspective.
It's okay.
So, just very quickly, from a clinical perspective, the benefits. What are the benefits of meditation? Why did we do meditation today? What are the benefits?
That's a great question. So I like to use the example. Have you ever been driving or doing something and it's something that's just a part of your normal activity? And so driving, for example, maybe you're driving home from work. So this is something that you do on an almost daily basis. And you're so caught up in your thoughts and other things going on in your life that you don't realize the route that you took home, and all of a sudden you're home and you're like, oh my goodness, I hope I didn't run a red light or a stop sign or, hit someone. Like I wasn't really paying attention. I just know that my body got me to where I was supposed to go. So that's an example of our mind, body, and soul being unaligned. And so meditation really helps us be present in the moment that we're in. Listening to our body, listening to body sensations, maybe noticing where our thoughts are wandering, just bringing attention to our body in normal ways that maybe we've never done so before. And so from a clinical position, I like to talk about this in the sense where if we have any depression or anxiety, maybe anger or insomnia, there are all these different types of mental health diagnoses that we can incorporate meditation to help us focus on being mindful. So maybe anger, for example, we might use mindfulness to help us be mindful of the moment that we notice we're getting angry. So our body is going to tell us subtle signs such as maybe our cheeks are getting really warm and hot and we're, starting to feel our heartbeat increase. Or maybe we dig our fingers into our hands like this when we're starting to get upset. Being mindful of some of those signs will help us kind of de-escalate the situation before we get to a point of no return, before we say something maybe that we don't want to say, or get ourselves in trouble at maybe our place of work, maybe resulting in us getting fired. So helping us be mindful of those moments before they get to the highest point. Or maybe for depression, one of the most common things with the depressive mode is you might have a negative thought that leads to a negative emotion, which might lead to a negative behavior, which might lead back to a negative thought, which might lead to another negative emotion, right? And then all of a sudden, before we know it, we're in this negative downward spiral, right? And we're feeling really bad about ourselves and we don't know how to get out of that. Being mindful can help us kind of catch that thought at the beginning, identify it as a negative thought and say, hey, I want to reconstruct my thinking on this thought. I'm going to turn it around to something positive and therefore have a positive thought, which leads to a positive emotion, which might lead to a positive action. And before we know it, we're in a better mood. As long as we're mindful in that moment, there's nothing that our bodies and our conscious mind can't do.
Excellent. Very, very important and very basically can help us in many, many different ways and situations is basically what you just said. So thank you for that. That was really important to understand the benefits of mindfulness and how we can apply it to our everyday lives.
Yeah.
So Thank you very much. From me to you, from my home to your home, namaste.
Namaste.
Look after yourself. I don't know what the situation is like where you are, but just look after yourself, keep safe, and have a great Sunday, everyone. Take care.
Thank
Bye bye,
you.
Ariel.
Bye.